What's up, everybody? Before you watch this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I know this is a continuation off of yesterday's video. Yesterday we left off with me testing the iron sets, making sure they can sell overnight just like the bronze sets could, so I can bulk buy them, have two sources of overnight income while I'm sleeping, doing my thing. And pleased to say, I woke up and all the iron sets sold, but unfortunately all the bronze ones did as well. I was hoping at least a few of them will be left, so I wouldn't have to make as many today, but that's okay. So yeah, I started off my day by making about 150 bronze sets. Then I decided to sell the rest of my bank. Everything else in my inventory that wasn't an investment, I just kind of picked up. Like these fish I picked up from the dude that was power fishing, probably would have bought. Some runes that I found, all the little stuff. Then I decided to try to buy some of the iron kite shields. Now the part of it is, if I'm going to bulk buy all the stuff, I have to know I can get it within a reasonable price. And in my experience of buying and selling all the sets, is that the kite shield's usually the hardest to get. Alright, while I was waiting for the kite shield to sell, I decided to head over to Lumbridge. Mine's mine. Cut down some trees, some oaks, some regular ones. More specifically, the regular ones as much as possible, but I do try to get as many oak and willows too because, they're better for shafting, they're easy to buy, they're cheap to buy, and especially last week when the market crashed in the Grand Exchange, I bought, like 25,000 of each log. I was on a roll. Alright, once the kite shields were bought, I went back to Grand Exchange, picked up some stuff from the goblins while I was in Lumbridge. Nothing too special. Alright, after all that, I started buying out all the iron armors and all the iron pieces I needed to make the sets. During the time that I was selling everything, I was kind of doing a little bit of math, pricing out how much I needed to buy of everything, and the max amount I could buy for it, still make a decent profit. Yeah, after all that, I decided to go mining for a little bit, got whole bunch of silver ores, whole bunch of clay while I was waiting for the iron stuff to be bought. Then I just went back to wood cutting, but this time I decided to transfer straight to shafts, get a head start in that process. Odds are my investments will probably go into the shafts, because even if the wood goes up like 10 to 15 coins, putting in the extra work and turning it into the headless arrow shafts will just make it much more profitable. It just takes a little more effort. Alright. After a significant amount of time, I finally bought all the iron stuff, and I spent the rest of my evening just really converting them into just the sets. I shouldn't say evening, I only bought 100 of each. This is a test run. That's kind of my process when testing certain sets. Basically what I do is I mine the stuff myself, I make everything myself, see if it sells. If it sells, then I buy everything in slow bulk and then big bulk. After all that, I decided to go down into the dungeon and Lumbridge and fight off the bats. Picked up some bat wings, the staffs, the big gold stuff. Really anything that would just sell pretty highly into the Grand Exchange. After all that, I went back, sold it all. This part's a little bit confusing because I didn't make over 3 million today. When I started making this series, I already had a lot of money. I had a lot of stuff I bought, like the bronze stuff. I didn't know the price of that I bought it for. So ultimately decided just to include my coin pouch and the investments. So I didn't include stuff like I haven't bought yet, like adamant bars. Just earlier today, I stopped trying to buy about 2 mil worth of adamant bars. Maybe even like 2.5, 3 mil. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. And I'll probably upload tomorrow.